I'm Joe.
And I'm Ben.
And we're the Bourbon Boys. Let's pour a glass. So, welcome back to Bourbon Boys, and we're still here at Lake Cumberland because
Beautiful.
I'll stay here all summer if I can.
Why not?
I love this place. One of my favorite places to be in the world.
Yeah.
So, today, since we're in Kentucky and not exactly in the middle of bourbon country, but still in the States, we're not in the heart of bourbon country,
Right.
but we're down in there.
In the state.
So here we got Old Bardstown, bottled in bond. So this is, as far as I know, only sold in the state of Kentucky. And I just bought this bottle in northern Kentucky the other day, and it was $21 and change, so 22 bucks. It's a $22 bottle.
Another budget bourbon.
A budget bourbon. This is made by Willett, and I like to think this is the Willett distillery kind of tipping their hat to the people of Kentucky and giving them something. As you can see, I've had a number of bottles of this. Somebody gave me a bottle of this probably about 5 years ago, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Now, Willett Distillery, we won't go into the whole history of that right now, but they were around, kind of around and back around. They weren't making their own stuff for a while, and they did start making their own stuff. So this is their juice that they made. There you go.
Yeah.
100 proof. It's a straight bourbon, obviously bottled in bond. So
yep, goes along
give
with
her a all the stuff that goes with that.
Yep.
God love the bottle and bond act. They were good.
Yeah.
That was a good
Make
move.
some good
I
stuff.
just spilled a little bit, which is a party foul. I know. I'm telling on myself. I set the bottle down. I spilled a little bit. Wow, look at that. It's got a nice nose.
Nose is nice. Yeah.
You get the brown sugars.
Oh yeah. Yep. A little bit of cinnamon I'm getting.
A little bit. A little bit of spice,
just
like a little bit like baking spice, allspice,
Okay.
and just a touch of fruit,
Just a little bit.
and not like the darker fruits. A little bit lighter.
Yeah. Let's give it a taste here. Oh, that is smooth as can be. That's real good.
That is a nice. We really like the Willett profile.
Yeah.
A lot of the Willett stuff. Not a lot of people are familiar with their the pot still, which is a lot of controversy.
Very controversial, yeah.
But this tastes nothing like that.
No.
So if you're dislike that, don't let that shy you away from this right here, because this is nothing along that flavor profile. This leans more towards their rye and sort of a very, very toned down version of their family estate bourbons, but it's along that. I think it's along that same flavor profile, but it is. And I don't nobody yell at me because it's nowhere near as good as their family estate bourbons are.
Yeah, that's good.
But if you're through Kentucky, that's worth 22 bucks to pick up a bottle of that, because I don't think you can get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Now they have an 80 proof version, which I haven't had, but I imagine that's not going to really hit.
Yeah.
Haven't had an 80 proof really.
Be
There's some that are okay, but nothing that you're
nothing great.
No.
Yeah.
And they do have something called Family Estate Old Bardstown, which is $30 or $31. It's a little bit better, but yeah.
It's probably the good one here.
So we're going to step aside for just a second.
Oh,
I hope you can see the beautiful sunset
looking great out there
behind us there. And you might be able to see our bonfire over there that we're going to have a little later on tonight.
Yeah, we're going to light that up.
Oh, it's going to be good. We might get a little bit of that for you.
Maybe.
Little footage.
Yep.
Roll the footage.
B-roll.
We're going to finish these off and we'll be right back.
See ya.
we finished that off enjoying beautiful sunset. That was so nice. And I'm trying to decide what I'm going to have when we watch the fire. And it might be this one.
Might be
right
this.
here,
This is nice.
I'm enjoying this.
Very nice.
So we'll let you go there, Ben.
All right.
What are you feeling on this one?
Yeah. So I mean, this one is. We were discussing during the break there that this tastes. I mean, you could feel the Willett rye coming through on this. And we looked up the mash bill. We were curious, and it's only 15% rye.
13%.
13%.
Oh, yeah.
So we were wondering where all that flavor comes from, and we couldn't really, not sure, but this is a great bourbon.
Right, because we did the Old Maysville recently.
Yeah, and that's stored.
That's aged at Willett.
Yep.
And it has that similar flavor
it's very
profile.
similar to, yeah.
And
So
this does.
It's curious to see where all that comes from, but I mean, this is great. This has got all the stuff we really like. A little bit of that dark fruit stuff going on, and a little bit of spice at the end. It's very good. So with flavor, I'm thinking like 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, I think this is really good. It's got everything we like. I mean, we love this profile. It seems so. Yeah, and with that value, $22 you said. That's another 4 for me. I
There's no arguments. I'm right on track with you on this one. I like the 3.5. This is to me this drinks above a lot of bourbons that I've had, and the value of a 4. That's definition of value right there.
Yeah, exactly.
It is interesting. It's a little different than really different than any of the budget bourbons out there, and there's a lot of them that I really enjoy.
Right.
That lean more towards the vanillas and the brown sugars and stuff. And this has not really vanilla, but it has some brown sugar in it.
Yeah.
And that flavor, but it also has these other flavors coming through that you're not getting on a lot of the other budget bourbons out there. Not that they aren't pleasant too, but it's nice to have something just a little bit different. And at $22, man, I like it. So I'm with you. 3.5.
Okay.
It's something that's very tasty, and I'll give you a 4 on the value.
Awesome.
I mean, 3.5 on the flavor. It's a nice drinking bourbon.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's not the best, again, not the greatest you've ever had,
I mean,
but it is very nice for $22. I don't know
if anything cheap or like around that price range that gives you.
There's a couple. It has a nice long finish. I always like the Evan Williams for a value one. That's under $20. It's nice, but you missed that nice long finish. And I enjoy the finish on them a lot. It keeps you from drinking so fast. So it's nice.
Yeah.
So anyway, hope you enjoyed the sunset. And I think we'll have Ben maybe roll.
Oh yeah.
We'll
have some.
Give you a little moment of zen
here
with the sunset as it's going down. So again, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time, man.